What's up, you slimy turds? Welcome into tonight's episode of High Fiber Sports. Get your fiber in. As you see, the three big dogs are back with us tonight. Boys, I think I speak for all of us when I say it's been a great NFL playoffs. And now, we're sitting here in championship week with the Broncos and the Patriots in the AFC and the Seahawks and the Rams in the NFC. Let's break these two games down and see who's going to the Super Bowl. First game here is going to be on Sunday, 1 o'clock Mountain Time on CBS. It's the AFC Championship. New England, the Patriots, are coming out here to the Mile High City to take on the 1-seed Broncos. Both of these teams are 14-3. New England, they got the 2 seed. After back-to-back 4-win seasons, fellas, Mike Vrabel, Coach of the Year, no doubt about it. They beat the Chargers 16-3, and then last week surprised Doug and myself by beating Houston 28-16. Broncos, like I said, they're the 1 seed, played one of the best games in the past maybe decade in the playoffs over Buffalo last week, 33-30 in overtime. Superman Josh Allen, he can't do it all, guys. He can't do it all. Biggest news coming out of that game, though, was Bo Nix. Damn it, he broke his ankle. Doug, Pats, Broncos. Winner goes to the Super Bowl. What are you thinking here?
This game is interesting because, well, let's start with the Patriots, right? That game was so hard to gauge, and I know that last week I was really leaning on Houston and the defense, and I think, we were talking before the show that Brad kind of agreed there, and I would probably do it again if I had to go back, just knowing what I knew at that time. But Texans turned the ball over 5 times in that game, 4 picks. CJ Stroud out.
Yeah, 4 picks the first half.
He finished 20 of 47, 43% completion percentage. I said I didn't trust him when I was talking about that game last week, and I meant more like maybe a mistake or two, like a costly one. Not 4 picks and 40% completion percentage. But so in my mind, the Patriots, they really benefited from obviously those 5 takeaways. And if I told you that a team had 5 takeaways in a game, I don't know what you guys would think they would put up as far as points, but only scored 28. I mean, 28 is in the NFL, 28, you take it 7 days a week. But if I told you they had 5 takeaways, the Patriots, I would, in my mind, it should have been more of a runaway. So mediocre production, albeit from, the best defense in football. And I think the Texans lost that game rather than the Patriots won it. That's just me personally. The Broncos, no secret, Matt, you said it. It all comes down to Jarrett Stidham, right? We don't know. I don't know a lot about this guy. He's been around for a long time. He's already 29. Completion percentage sitting just below 60% for his career. He's 8 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. It's kind of like, what are you going to get? I know he played some football for the Raiders. He's been with Sean Payton for 3 years, in that offense. So he can boogie a little bit. He's not exactly Ben Roethlisberger back there. It's not cement shoes by any means. But again, Broncos had 4 takeaways in a real close game to knock out Buffalo. Problem that sticks out to me for Denver is they either could not or chose not to run the ball. Bo Nix had 12 carries. I think the other 2 running backs combined had 10. And, the Patriots only gave up 48 yards on the ground to the Texans. And that was while CJ Stroud is throwing the ball constantly to the other team. So that's a big kind of glaring thing for me. But it is the playoffs. I'm gonna lean on the coaching and defense once again, and both are close when you look at these defenses and these coaches. As far as the spread goes, if I had to lean one way, give me the Broncos at home plus 4.5. The reason being the Patriots got that easiest adjusted schedule in the league. Jarrett Stidham, I don't know. I don't know if I've ever seen a situation where a quarterback's going to start a championship game that really we're just like, what is going? I mean, we'll see what happens. They have time to prepare, but I like that I can get more than a field goal and the hook on that. So while I think that the Patriots should win on the road, I'm going to take that spread because it could be close with that Broncos defense. So give me the Broncos at Mile High plus 4.5, minus 112 on FanDuel.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Doug's leaning towards the Broncos at home, Brad. How you feeling here?
Well, all I'll say is, who cares as far as the AFC goes? They're both dog shit. The worst team in both games won the game. On it. To be real, I mean, Buffalo is better than New England in my opinion, and like the absolute bed shitting that the Texans did. Like Doug said, the fact they only gave up 28 points while CJ Stroud threw 4 picks in the first half. Me and Sammy Boy got an argument about who you'd rather want in the future, CJ Stroud or Trevor Lawrence. Where you at, Sam?
Where you at, Sam?
You gonna pick CJ Stroud going forward? Because I don't think the Texans are. They might just switch over to Davis Mills, who was undefeated this year. I don't like either of these teams. I think the Patriots, like Doug was saying, easiest schedule of all time. And they got to win because someone had to win that game. Like it was horrible. And in the Broncos Bills game, the Bills were a better team. Josh Allen finally had a bad playoff game. And without Bo Nix, now Stidham, I don't think it's gonna be that much of a drop off. So that's why if you were to push me real hard on that with them getting 4.5 points in this game, I'm still gonna give the Broncos the victory on this one. I really will. But all I'll say is I don't care because whoever wins this game is going to lose by 20 points in the Super Bowl. Like these two teams are the worst two goddamn teams to come out of the AFC in a hot second. This is worthless. I'd rather have the 3-9 Chiefs play in the Super Bowl because at least they'd have Patrick Mahomes to give me a fucking show. This is gonna be dog shit. Yeah, I guess. Give me the Broncos plus 4.5. Sure, whatever. But fuck both of them. This is dumb. Like this shitty team's going to the Super Bowl, and I think honestly, the Super Bowl should have just been given to whoever won the NFC West, in my opinion.
Both teams are 14-3. You know, kind of shitty to call them shitty at 14-3. But I hear what you're saying. Bro.
Oh, do you not watch football?
I hear what you're saying. I said. you both are leaning Broncos here on the spread. Yeah. Denver, like I talked about last week, NFL best 9-1 at home. It's a real home field advantage here. The altitude, Mile High City. Jarrett Stidham, the main question. Brad, we always see a huge drop off when there's backup comes in, a starter goes out. We can't seem to find 32 starters, let alone some backups. Yeah, but we believe in Sean Payton.
Correct.
Patriots. I don't know if we know this, they're an NFL best 8-0 on the road. Undefeated on the road this season. But like you guys were saying, Brad, you've brought it up multiple times. Only 2 wins over playoff teams, I believe, Buffalo and Carolina. The schedule isn't there. Fellas, my X factor here, where my eyes are going to be in this game, are going to be on Will Campbell, the number 4 overall pick, the left tackle out of LSU for the Pats, rookie. Listen to this nugget. Since 2000, only 2 players have had 3 sacks and 2 forced fumbles in a playoff game. Both of those instances have come this postseason against Will Campbell. First one, Charger, Odafe Owe did it, and then last week, Will Anderson did it. 3 sacks and 2 forced fumbles. 2 times ever since 2000. They both happened against Will Campbell. I'm looking at Nick Bonito, big dog for the Broncos on the edge, 14 sacks this season. That was 5th in the NFL. If he's ripping around that edge on Will Campbell, getting to Drake May all day, then yeah, I'm with you boys on the Broncos. But overall, I'm hitting the under 42.5 total points. Jarrett Stidham, we don't know. The Broncos could get goosed. Broncos could get goosed in this game. We're not sure. The drop off from a starter to backup. I'm going under 42.5 total points. Should be a good one here in the Mile High City.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you there. Like when you look at the Saints or basically Sean Payton's history in general, Teddy Bridgewater undefeated, replacing Drew Brees. I think he preps his quarterbacks to come in the game whenever need be.
The other game here in championship week, Sunday, 4:30 Mountain Time on Fox, we have the NFC Championship. The Rams are heading up to the Pacific Northwest to play the Seahawks of Seattle. The Rams were the 5 seed, 12-5 overall. They've got both of their playoff wins on the road, both in dramatic fashion, 34-31 over the Panthers and 20-17 in OT against the Bears last week. Boy, that was a good one. Seattle sitting there as the 1 seed, 14-3 overall. They smacked, whipped, total ass beaten over your Niners, 41-6. I wrote this down yesterday, 41-6. I had to go back and check today if that score was actually right, if my numbers were correct on that. My goodness. Rams, Seahawks, divisional affair, best division in the NFL. Playing twice, week 11 in LA. Rams got them 21-19. We remember Darnold 4 picks in that game. My goodness. Week 16, back in Seattle. Seahawks get them 38-37 in that Thursday night OT thriller. JSN catches the OT tutty. They go for 2, win the game. Brad, tell me about what you had to do during this Niners smacking and give me your thoughts on the Rams and Seahawks.
I don't know if you heard it, Doug, but I thought he just told me. I joked about arson last week, but I'm pretty sure he just told me to burn his house down. That's what
I got neighbors.
Yeah, and I don't have feelings, so I guess we're both good on that one.
Sorry for them.
Yeah, not my fault. You're an asshole.
Guilty by association. Huh?
Yeah, exactly. I honestly, I turned it off after the Brock Purdy interception in the third quarter. I saw where it was going, and yes, I was a delusional Niners fan up till last week, and I was delusional because the thinking this team could even get to where they were was insane. And so I took it as a win afterwards when I really sat down and thought about it, and I passed out after asphyxiating myself with my belt. I when I came to, I was like, okay, let's be reasonable here. Put the belt away, and I yeah, that team is good as shit. That defense is absolutely insane. Mike McDonald is a stud. He's going to be one for a while. I still don't trust in Sam Darnold. Like, the 49ers defense is nothing at this point in time. It's a college level defense, what we were putting out there with a great scheme. That's all it was. So, going into this one, I know it's in Seattle, one of the best home field advantages you're going to get. And it was a tight one against the Bears, but I I got faith in the old vets and proven commodities here. I trust in Matt Stafford, Devontae Adams, Puka Nakua, like Sean McVay. Give me all those guys. It's not like their defense is shit. It hasn't been as good as it was earlier in the year, but give me that team going into Seattle. Like, if the game's on the line, who are you gonna trust? If it's close, going to the end, you trust in Sam Darnold over Matthew Stafford? Nah, I don't think so. Not if you're a reasonable human being, not about to pass out with a belt around your neck. I don't think that's something you're gonna say. So, yeah, give me. Actually, I saw the line at 2.5. Rams plus 2.5 is where I'm going on this one, all day, every day. And I think, again, as I spoke to before when speaking of the AFC, it doesn't matter who wins this game. They're going to win. This is the Super Bowl.
Oh.
The AFC is dog shit right now in comparison to these two teams. This is a Super Bowl. The team that wins this game, when we go over who we're picking for the Super Bowl, I'll take double the points that the NFC team is getting and put that down right now.
No doubt about it, the winner of this game is going to be heavily favored in the Super Bowl. Doug, are you leaning with the Rams here with Brad or Seahawks at home?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do too. I feel that.
I haven't stopped drinking since last Saturday at about 8 p.m.
Oh, God.
It's logical.
So the Seahawks, I mean, not much needs to be said. Really, they put our Niners heads on stakes and they celebrated all night. That's pretty much, what happened. I said San Francisco +7 was easy money. Wasn't so easy.
Easiest bet of the weekend.
But I said
Matt,
that. I don't think I said that. I said easy money. I don't know if
yeah,
it's the
whatever.
easiest one of the weekend.
He's trying to take any goddamn
I'll find it.
like
I'll find it.
he's like, oh, let me fucking stab him right now
I'll
while they're
find it.
sad. Yeah. Try making the playoffs before you take fucking
Great
jabs
season
with
from
your
the
fake
Niners.
ass Broncos fucking
Great
fandom.
season from the
Shut
Niners.
your
okay?
goddamn mouth. I don't take anything you say seriously right now. Shut the fuck up.
Great
Doug, what were you
season
saying? Yeah,
for the Niners.
whatever.
Great season.
Yeah.
I think, there was part delusion, but I will say the Niners were already, they were on the edge anyway, but that opening kick return by Seattle just, when you're playing on pure emotion and pure pretty much just fighting for the guy next to you, that opening kick return takes the wind out of any sail. So, and they just never really looked back after that. So I didn't really see him coming back. The Seahawks, although it was a beatdown, the reality is they put a belt to a team that was decimated, which the Rams are not. So I'll say that about the Seahawks. As far as the Rams, what a game that was. That was the game that I think Brad and I said kind of our second game that we're looking forward to. Field goal game, overtime game. It wasn't the shootout that I thought it was going to be, but I hit that 3.5. That I had that field goal feeling going into that game, but I give the Bears a ton of credit. We talked about this Bears defense sucking ass, and just they're how bad they've been, how leaky they've been. They sacked Matt Stafford 4 times, really got after him. So I did like what I saw out of Kyren Williams. If I'm a Rams fan, he had a great game. Stafford did a great job spreading the ball around. Puka led in receptions, but I think 6 receivers with 2 or more receptions in that game. So it's did a good job there. I don't like what I saw out of the offensive line, and I don't like what I saw out of the run defense if I'm a Rams fan. 40 carries, 160 yards from the Bears, almost 439. But still, they ran all over the place on that defense. So that being said, even missing Charbonnet, who's going to be out, he tore his ACL, so they're going to be down a big guy out of the backfield. The Seahawks are. I can't see Seattle losing at home behind that crazy defense, the 12th man, all the gross stuff that comes with the city of Seattle. Could be close, could not be close. I don't know, but I do feel comfortable taking the Seattle Seahawks -2.5 at -106. Looks like it's leaning a little bit. That line might creep up to maybe -2, but I feel comfortable 2.5. I'll take the Seahawks at home.
A lot of belt references tonight from both of you fellas. Belts on the mind. Looks like I'm going to have to split the difference here. Rams, Seahawks. Are we in agreement that Matthew Stafford, he's the MVP? Are we in agreement on that one?
Christian McCaffrey.
Doug.
Yeah.
Who's going to win versus
yeah,
who is the MVP?
Of course, Matt
There's
Stafford's
two
going to
different
win.
questions.
Yeah. I think Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford's going to give the ball up. He fumbled twice. They both got recovered by the offense, but he loves to give the ball up either through he's going to give somebody a cookie at some point, and that's what I'm waiting for that Seattle defense to jump on.
Stafford, Puka, Devontae, like you said, one of the best outside tandems. McVay, Kyron Williams, one of my guys from Notre Dame. 1,252 rushing yards this year, 6th in the NFL, 10 rushing touchdowns. Him and Blake Corum, that's a solid tandem in the backfield. But fellas, you know where I'm going here. You know who my Super Bowl pick is. The Seattle Seahawks. I love the defense. They're calling themselves the dark side. You know, we had the Legion of Boom. These guys are calling this year's defense the dark side. Led the NFL in points per game allowed, 17.2. Darnold, no. If it comes down to the wire, no, I'm not going to trust him over Matthew Stafford, but I don't think this game's going to come down to the wire. Going to be a good game. Going to be a one-possession game probably, but I'm leaning to the Seahawks at home. Darnold, he can feed JSN. He's got that number one option. JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba, led the NFL in receiving yards this year. 1,793 receiving yards, fellas. His 2 games against the Rams this year, 9 catches for $105 and 8 catches for 96 yards and a score. He's going to have a big game. Check out this stat. JSN had 10 games this season with at least 8 receptions, but he never had 10 receptions in a game. So he literally had 10 separate games of 8 or 9 receptions. I say he hits double digits this game, 12, 13 receptions, another score or 2. Seattle. -2.5. I'm hammering that spread, boys.
All right. Well, Matt, I know you're working on the brew bets for the year, whatever. How about this one on both your asses?
Throw a late one in. I like it,
Yeah. I'm
Brad.
gonna throw a
I like
late
it,
one
Brad.
into the mix here. All right.
I like it.
Give me the Rams winning by 6 or plus. Yeah. Rams -6. That's what I'll do right now.
That's what you want.
You guys down with that? I think Seattle is due. All right. I don't fucking believe in them. I want the whole team to crash their plane and never make it there.
Whoa.
Well, okay, that's a little much. All right, that's too far. But I can't express the only team I hate as much as them is the Green Bay Packers. And this is, I mean, Doug knows as a 49ers fan growing up, we had some good battles with Pete Carroll there back in the day. And they're just a bunch of mouthy sons of bitches. And so I can't fucking stand them. And not like I like the Rams by any means, being they're both NFC West opponents. But I do got a little soft spot for Stafford with everything he went through in Detroit. And give me Puka over JSN all day, every day. Puka is way more physical. JSN just all they have. That's like they have Cooper Cup and like Elder Cooper Cup, not the Rams Cooper Cup. So like give me Puka all day, every day. JSN is not as good as he is. Give me Stafford over Darnold. I get it. The defense definitely leans in Seattle, but I don't care. 6 points. I'll take 6 points for the Rams. Like if you guys are down.
I'm definitely on board, Doug.
My emotions agree with Brad, but my brain says I just don't see that happening. But
all right,
so and I'm kind of win-win here. Like if I lose the bet, then the Rams win. I get to see the Seahawks burn. But yeah, I don't like by 6. I think I don't.
Well, I'll already say what my loss will be. I'll put whatever in my chest hair as a shape that you guys pick. Shave it in there, and that'll be on the next episode with the 2 of you guys on there.
And vice versa. If the Rams get it, then vice versa.
Oh, you guys! Oh, Doug, you down on that?
You'd have to have chest hair to do that, right? I'd have to.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was like, I know Matt's got it. Yeah.
So
all right, so
I'll just
Matt
live vicariously through Matt.
Yeah. Matt shifts his chest hair that he shaves off to Doug to put it in the shape of whatever we decide. Got it. Yeah, that's fair. Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, that's going to do us this week for High Fiber Sports. We hope everybody out there is getting their fiber in. Please like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Doug, let me know what you think about losing your boy Robert Saleh to my Tennessee Titans.
It's pretty soon to be mentioning that. You know, here's it was always a one and done, most likely. And when you got 10 openings, and so many good teams that are kind of getting their coaches out of there. I had a little hope. There was a few, you know, maybe he sticks around, gets choosy, but then when you have there's a lot of good teams with some good rosters and some decent front office staff. So I'm happy for him. He's fantastic. He's one of my favorite coaches of the 49ers, maybe ever. He's easily in the top 5 as far as guys that I've enjoyed watching. So I was a little reluctant on your Titans taking. I didn't know if that was going to be like a setup for success, but sounds like he's got a good plan there, and they got a good setup, a young quarterback, and it sounds like they really connected on their interview from what I was reading. So I wish him all the best, and of course that tide rises your ship as well. So I think that would be that'd be good for you and good convo here. So let's. I hope he does well.
I'm with you. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what he can do with Cam Ward. I know he's more of a defensive guy, but I'm excited to see that development. Brad, take us home, put us to bed, put your belts away, relax.
I get my belts out when I relax, but okay. Maybe Robert Saleh coming to your Tennessee Titans will get you to wear an actual Titan shirt and not be a fake ass Broncos fan. Yeah.
2 Titans in the background. Have some courtesy.
Yeah. Whatever. Well, again, like Matt said, love to have you guys on. I've actually, I got to get myself to sleep. Yesterday, I might have fallen down my stairs completely sober, mind you. And so I hit both arms on the way down. Might have a fracture in the left arm right now, which makes it a little difficult. So that also means I'm taking all applicants for a belt puller. So if you guys are interested or in the area, just hit a brother up.